A very good morning to you. I trust you're strong and kicking and doing well in your homes or wherever you're watching us. God has blessed us with another beautiful Thursday morning. It's a free gift. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to work for it. All you have to do is just give thanks to God. And if you do not side with me, you should go back to the Holy Books, especially in the book of Corinthians. I don't know where exactly, but in the book of Corinthians, I know that, the Bible said, or the scripture in there says that it is a free gift of life, and it's just by the grace of God that is in abundance in our lives, lest no man should be boastful. Or you can even go back to check the man in the Bible who said that my soul eats and you've worked for it, and have fun, drink to your fill, eat to your fill, and all of that. And you definitely know what happened to him. He didn't live to see the next day. So do not think it's by your strength. You don't think that it's something that you are going to do to make you alive. It's just by the grace of God. You don't work for it, you don't pay for it. It's a free gift. So all you have to do is bow down your heads in silence and say a word of prayer, thanksgiving to the old man out there for giving us another beautiful morning. So this is Hstv, Healthy Morning Live, here on Hstv, proudly brought to you by Prudential Life Insurance Ghana. Always listening, always understanding. My name is Stephanie Echechina Manyana, and I'm going to be with you alone today. My co-host William Dego Pakabeni has been granted leave to attend to an equally important situation. So he's going to be here today. You're going to stick and stay with me from now till approximately 9:30 a.m. And of course, the usuals are going to come your way. We'll get into the kitchen with sweet Ajile and learn a thing or two, and then we'll come back to do matters arising. A lot of issues are in the have emanated on social media everywhere. It happens to do with individuals, with personalities, with government institutions, and all of that. And paramount amongst them is the central bank that has hiked its policy rate after the MPC meeting, emergency meeting actually, that happened yesterday, and it concluded that there was going to be an increment in our policy rate that is shooting up from 19% to 22%, at 300 basis points. And it just, in as much as Fitch and then S&P is downgrading our credit rating, and then APRM is saying that it's unjustified, well, stakeholders deemed it appropriate to have an emergency meeting that concluded yesterday, Wednesday, and after everything, there's an increment in our policy rate from 19% to 22% currently, and it all passes down. It passes down to the ordinary Ghanaian, because transaction of business is going to shoot up. A lot of things are going to go up, increase cost of doing business and borrowing from the banks, especially. So financial institutions, savings and loans companies, banks, you go borrow money from them, it looks like the interest rate is going to shoot up, and it all passes down to the ordinary Ghanaian. But well, according to BOG and then the stakeholders, they believe that too much money is chasing fewer goods in the economy, so we need to kind of hijack capital and make things a little bit difficult. So well, unfortunately, the cost of living is going to go up again. So that's it. We'll talk about that in Media. And Joseph is also in the news, and after her nice letter to Parliament, thanking them for the opportunity for serving and all of that. Well, we're kind of wondering if constituents, what exactly constituents are thinking. And it looks like there's mixed feelings, there's mixed reactions with the constituents. Some of them are saying that they do not want her anymore. Others are saying that they are waiting for her to come back. But we'll get into stories and all of that. And also in the northern region, in Nanda Rigu, upper parts of the country, there is this practicing nurse who actually came up with a comic skit on TikTok, and unfortunately it hasn't gone down with her, and it has attracted comments from the NMC, the Nursing and then the Midwifery Commission of the country and all of that, saying that it's not supposed to happen like that. According to them, they even have quotes that binds them to do certain things, what to do and what not to do. And unfortunately, what she's done, she's not supposed to do that. However, she's come back feeling all remorseful and apologizing to the general public that it was just a video on social media for fun, for the fun of it. That is why she actually used her phone to record that video that has gone viral on social media. So we'll get into other stories too, and many other more. And then I'm going to have a very interesting segment as well on the show today with Ramat. She's the founder and Chief Executive Officer of Chopbox Express. We're going to do some fun things today. Since Ajida has been teaching us how to cook. Today we're going to have another sweet segment on the show, Cooking with Ramat Chuchu Sajima, the CEO and founder of Chopbox Express. It's a very important, beautiful, attractive brand that is on the market. So, of course, we're going to spice it with some good music in between. And then Precious Azuma is also going to be around to give you the latest in the world of sports. So it's just me today, me and Precious. Diego, good morning wherever you are. And viewers, good morning. So you do not want to touch that dial. Stick and stay with us. We'll be right back after the short break.
Adiana to look on again. Gambling butter, gambling fish. And sweet jelly. Mbao, maybe open. Continental food, madam. Food, madam. International food captain. We'll show you how to make.
Hello, sweet team. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sweet Ajele. I am super duper excited to be with you all today, especially because I have one of the most amazing people in my life. And he is like the #1 sweet team member, my big brother, Dr. Ajete. Say hi to the sweet team.
My name is Dr. Ajete Aban, and as you can tell, Sweet Ajele has started unveiling some of the hidden figures behind her camera. And today, the man himself, Mr. T, has allowed me into the house. So guess what? I'm about to put up some of my good skills in the kitchen today.
So what are we making, Doc?
Today we are making one of my favorite delicacies, and it's gonna be pork chops, aka shitolu, and domedo. Okay, so let's get into it.
Yes, what do you have here? What are your ingredients?
This is my pork, which I usually get from the BJ's Wholesale Club.
What part of the pork is that? Is that the belly?
This is the pork shoulders.
Okay.
This is my garlic and sweet ajele vegetable mix seasoning. Sweet ajele beef mixed seasoning. My salt and ginger over here. I have my onion, and then I have some pepper, which we call ojima in Ghana. Now let's get into it.
Look, let me tell you all right now. When it comes to domedo, he's the master chef. So what are we gonna start with?
You are in my pork office right now. So let me grab my domedo.
We're washing it.
Wash it. All right, guys, we're gonna begin by washing our meat. But first, let me wash my hands. Hand washing is the single most important technique when it comes to hygiene. I've heard all kinds of things about, not washing the meat, but I don't know who's touching my meat. So I make it a point to make sure that I'm washing it as thoroughly as I can. Dissecting my meat. So I'm good at it, right? I usually like to expose the bone or get rid of the bone to the best of my ability. And that's the reason why I pick the shoulders, because it's much easier to separate. This weekend hasn't been the best weekend because we lost one of our favorite basketball players, who was Kobe Bryant. We really love him so much, especially Sweet Ajele. Tell you the truth, I don't know who loves Kobe Bryant more than Sweet Ajele does. But what does this tell you? This tells you that family is everything. You know, all we have is each other. Make sure you tell each other you love each other every day. If you're a husband, pray for your wife. And if you're a wife, pray for your spouse. Because you're all you have. The mothers, pray for your children. Comes back to one of my favorite sayings, that the prayers that the mothers pray for their children are stored up in vessels in heaven for their children. I have a rock at home, a prayerful mom.
Man.
I'm sure you guys met her.
Yeah.
The one and only beautiful mom. That's Sweet Ajele's
I
mom
would
too.
like to.
I used to frown against pork because of, you know, the fat that is visible to the naked eye. But I have come to learn that, you know, actually pork contains some good cholesterol. They say that pork is low in saturated fat, which is polysaturated fat. That's the bad cholesterol. It is low in that type of fat. And then it is high in monounsaturated fat, which is good cholesterol. And we all know what good cholesterol does. So the importance of good cholesterol is it picks up the bad cholesterol to get rid of it from the body. So now that I have all the pieces together, I'll take it back to the sink and then rewash it.
Okay.
So the plan is to cut the onions into chunks. It doesn't matter what size of chunks you're gonna cut it into because you're gonna blend it anyway. And I'm gonna peel the ginger and then I'm gonna put that together with the pepper into the blender and blend it together. So now our pork is in our pressure cooker. This is the ginger, onion, and the pepper mix. This is my salt. I'm gonna add the salt. And then this is my Sweet Ajele special mix seasoning. That's the meat one. And this is the Sweet Ajele special mix vegetable seasoning. You know, you don't have to use your hand, but you know it's easier for me.
This stuff smells so good.
You know, this takes me back to, you know, my night market days. So now I'm mixing it again. Make sure that the ginger goes deep, deep, deep into the pork. The salt to taste is, you know, up to you, the individual. Some people like salt, but I dare not put a lot of salt because I'm in Sweet Ajele's house. They don't like salt at all. And, you know, I can attest to that. Salt is not the best thing. It causes high blood pressure. You know, some simple physiology that, you know, salt is osmotically charged. So wherever salt goes, water goes. And you know what that would do. When you increase that volume, increase the volume of blood like that, that can lead to high blood pressure. Okay? All right. So now everything is well marinated. I hope so. And I'm putting it. It's in. I will set my pressure cooker to 20 minutes. 20 minutes later, we'll visit
see you.
our pork. So the sweet team. Now that we have our pork in a pressure cooker, it's time for us to do what will make this pork complete as shitolo. So I have this special pepper, ginger, and a little bit of onion mix that I make. I add a little bit of oil to it. Some people like to add a little bit of garlic, but I'm not so much into garlic.
Right.
So
besides, there's a little remnant of the garlic in the blender.
blender. That sounds good. So I'm only gonna use half of this onion. Now, it doesn't matter how you cut it. I don't have the skills as much as the sweet champion does. The champ is here. But this is my delicacy though.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to this,
when it comes to
domedo and pepper stuff, nah.
Ajete makes the best shito. My
this is
shito
it. So now I have the ginger already washed. There's one more thing that I forgot to tell you that you can add. You can actually add some shrimp powder when this thing starts cooking.
Okay.
Alright, so there we go. Start our green pepper sauce by turning on the stove. And then go ahead and add your oil. So now I can add the green pepper sauce. The goal is to actually fry this, so you're going to be stirring it until the water runs dry. So guys, as you can see, the maneuver, you go in circles and circles.
Donkey.
Sweet Adele and and circles. Alright, so now as you can tell, it is dehydrating and we're having a lot more of the oil surfacing in the pan. So I think now it's time to put in the sweet Adele special seasoning. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add my shrimp powder, which is optional for the individual. If you are allergic to shrimp or any type of seafood, you can skip this part. So there we go. This is well dehydrated. Other people call this special pepper sauce that I make shishi dede. Shishi means it burns, and dede means but it still tastes so good. So, be careful. If you're not a pepper lover,
Skip this part.
I'm joke with the tinto. I miss my friends in Ghana because they always barbecue. You know, I'm the party dude. Alright, so this is ready. So I'm ready to dish it out. Okay, so 20 minutes is up. I'm gonna release some of the steam. Look at that. You know, this is actually ready to eat. This is how some people eat their pork.
Nice and tender.
Especially when you grind pepper, you can just scoop it straight into the pepper. You know, and then, you know, add some kenke or something, and then you're ready to go. So I'm ready to pick this. So now the pork is in the convection oven. It is ready, it is well done. So all we are doing is the browning process. And I'm gonna set it to about 400 Fahrenheit, and then I'm gonna turn it on. That's for like maybe 15 minutes. It's time to check on our meat. It's been about 15 minutes. Oh my God. It looks so pretty. So this looks nice and brown. Let me see.
It's looking good.
Don't this look good?
It looks delicious. It looks
Maybe I can read this.
Amazing. Can we taste one?
This looks okay.
You're gonna let those sides brown a little bit.
Yeah.
That one looks good. Let's taste it, Doc. I can't wait.
You want us to taste it?
Yes, sir.
Which one do you want me
Yes,
to
sir.
grab?
That one.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. So.
Oh, and
So tender.
I can't wait.
I learned from the best, right? And I'm glad that we had this delicacy. You could have this with some really nice. What is this?
Homemade pineapple juice with a kick.
Okay. I wonder what you caked it with, but I see some Moscato on the other side. Yeah, but you can have this with some fried yam. You can have it with some fries. You can also have it with kenke,
Bangkun,
rice, anything. Or you can have it with, a bottle of Hennessy, some wine, something. If you're having a party with your friends, you can do this and you guys can, have some finger foods. You dip it in. You take a toothpick and you dip it into the pepper, and then you have your nice pork shitolu or domedo.
Domed.
Okay.
Domedo.
It was nice spending time with my sister Sweet Ajele and the Sweet Tin together. And I'm glad to be on this channel today to show you guys what I can do. So let the guys know that they can also get into the kitchen and do something.
And get cooking.
Surprise you. Do something. I thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you watch the next videos. If I happen to have something else, I'll come back on the channel.
You always have something,
and
okay?
Then I'll put it on the plate for you. All right?
All right. So that is it. There's nothing else to say until me or we see you in our next video. Stay safe. Keep loving each other, and remember that the love of family is life's greatest blessing. And guys, ke onami, ke onawoni ochewo sweet me mahabotu dokunke mahabenye
5.
See ya. Right, let's see.
So you set the pace. Okay.
Time for me to taste.
Time for me to go. Oh my God, this is so delicious.
No long talk. And then,
Is that with the shitopa?
this is already spicy. Once you add this, you'll be in heaven.
Oh my God. How do you like it?
It's good.
Doc.
Go go gaga, go sweet ajele. Go go gaga, go sweet ajele.